The stylish young boy, wanting to look cool, places his school bag on the stair railing as a cushion and slides straight down the banister. Unfortunately, nothing dramatic happens. Yet a runaway delivery truck apparently dislikes his stunt and roars toward him, so the sturdy male lead, relying on his quick reflexes, dodges in time. Otherwise, he might have been isekai transported again. His takeoff is fluid, but the landing is messy, though his dashing posture is fully witnessed by a girl whose heart pounds the instant she sees him. The next day, a love letter appears in his shoe locker, and only his fast reaction keeps his childhood friend from discovering it. Her name is Hong Shui, a slightly aloof girl asked by his mother to keep an eye on him. Nervous yet curious, he goes to the rendezvous where the girl, Chun Li Mei, everyone calls her Rimi, greets him with a sweet smile that warms him, and after her heartfelt confession, he agrees to date her and promises to meet on the weekend. When that day arrives, Rimi comes right on time, and while he frets about where to go, she boldly invites him to her room. Stepping into a girl's room for the first time, the middle school boy is naturally restless, so he keeps searching for topics to break the awkward silence. Yet Rimi silently stands, unfastens her outfit piece by piece, scaring him into stammering, "Put your clothes back on!" Annoyed by his fussiness, she simply pushes him down and kisses him. But he is unprepared and pushes her away, thinking this surreal scene must be a Tio hidden camera prank. So he looks around for people in hiding and indeed finds someone under the bed. Shocked, he receives a knife slash across his face, and Rimi drops the act. She came to take his life. While he is still dazed, the window glass shatters and a shuriken lands before him, releasing a thick cloud of smoke, and through the haze someone grabs his collar. It's Hong Shui. In haste, she flings him out of the window, and instead of splatting, he lands in an invisible net. Employees from his mother's convenience store rush out, pull him away, and before they can explain, assassins give chase. So the staff tell him to fasten his seatbelt as battle erupts. They hide behind exhaust smoke and scatter caltrops, disabling one car, yet the danger persists. When he regains consciousness, the employees order him to run toward the crowded town, and under their covering fire, he makes it inside, but all streetlights instantly go dark. A patrol officer happens by, giving him brief relief only for a mysterious man to appear, draw a knife, and kill the policeman on the spot, splashing bright blood that forces the boy backward into another attacker's fist. He is knocked flying and bound. Tears of fear roll as he stares at the fallen officer. Then here's a lighter flick. Uncle Shizen arrives, his presence terrifying the enemies. After the boy blacks out and wakes again, the threat is gone, and Shizen says, "This is your true home. Get inside," where everyone bows to him. His mother appears and reveals the truth. He is not an ordinary student, but the young heir of Yahello Ninja Village. While her role as service area store manager is just a cover, ninjas were born centuries ago, continually changing identities to survive, and each village now blends into society with strict rules that keep the balance. Yet recently, Jiahe Village, rich and modern, seeks to break that balance and swallow Yahe. The people who attacked him were Jiahe agents, and they want him dead because modern ninjutsu demands both expertise and ruthlessness. Fire style, huh? What's that? Water style? She jokes. Unable to accept being a ninja heir, he still trusts regular police, forgetting ninjas can disguise themselves. He feels lost, so Shizen takes him aside. Either become a ninja or die. The boy is on the verge of collapse, one moment kissing a junior girl, the next facing assassins. So Shizen offers a third path, run away with him until the turmoil ends. His mother adds that no one will blame him. The exposure of his identity was their fault. Shizen mentions the boy's father, once the village chief who died when he was small. Pause here. Meanwhile, Jiahe's killers have not given up and plot again. So for safety, the boy must leave school and transfer to a ninja academy. He scoffs at the online commercial because it looks fake, but precisely because it looks fake, ordinary people ignore it, and outside ninjas cannot infiltrate. The academy is run by the An-Nin organization and is the safest place. 70 years ago, ninja wars erupted, so An-Nin was formed to stop villages from fighting. Entrance exams are tomorrow, and his mother treats him to premium steak. He asks if his father also died because of ninja affairs. Next morning, the test venue is announced only at the last moment, shockingly on Jiahe territory. Shizen assures him that ninjas are basically forbidden to kill, though the boy recalls nearly dying several times. Shizen reminds Hong Shui not to complain about babysitting him. Inside, they see no guide, so Hong Shui tells him to ask the clerk in proper ninja kneeling style. As he speaks, the clerk's eyes flash and he leads them to a waiting room already full. The examiner states the test is hide-and-seek ninjutsu. One hider, one seeker, 10 minutes real time, assessing the hider's preparation and the seeker's intelligence gathering. Hong Shui easily spots her target's disguise. Then it's the boy's turn to seek, but he panics when even his would-be assassin junior shows up. Lurking Shizen eliminates a Jiahe ninja who tries to kill her, while disguised Hong Shui slips beside the boy and warns that other Jiahe ninjas are after him. They will try to help but cannot predict every move. Suddenly, throwing knives fly from behind and Hong Shui blocks them. The junior, wearing optical camo, vanishes into the distance, and seeing civilians endangered, the boy thinks only about survival. Hong Shui tracks the junior into a restroom but is pinned by other Jiahe operatives, letting the junior escape. She locates the boy near the fire alarm panel, and he slaps the alarm pretending there is a fire, which disables the junior's camo. She attacks him, but Hong Shui arrives to repel her and flees. Security ninjas from An-Nin capture the junior junior, and because the boy exceeded time, he technically fails, though they note there are many ways to counter optical camo, and a ninja should avoid attracting attention. He did it to make people evacuate quickly and thought he was finished, yet Shizen receives a call. Despite the overtime, he is deemed to have passed, while the assassination attempt is under investigation. And Nin Squad 1's captain confronts Jahei's acting leader, announcing that the junior and 4 accomplices have been arrested. The sly leader blames them as traitors and thanks Nin for catching them. The captain warns Jahei is becoming dangerous, and if chaos spreads, the whole village will be hunted. But moments after leaving headquarters, he receives dire news. A new student girl named Liangzi appears. The boy thinks life here will be fun, but Hong Shui calls him naive, and when she glances back, Hong Shui has vanished. He almost bumps into other students, among them red-haired Zhu Kue, whose gaze turns vicious. Yet a ponytailed girl suddenly pretends to know him well and drags him away. She scolds him for provoking powerful kids, explaining they are Jahei's elite clique, and once they target someone, that person's life becomes miserable. She is Hui Li, startled to learn he is from Yihei, because even ordinary people have heard of that once great clan, now said to be near extinction. During orientation, the principal recites the Ninja 3 principles. Don't reveal, don't kill, don't revolt, basically don't show your ankles outside. Coincidentally, the boy, Hong Shui, and Hui Li share the same class. At lunch, the boy wants something expensive, but Hui Li urges the cheapest set. Bad taste yet filling, since Jahei's rich and strong students watch everything, so even eating must be endured. Jahei bullies approach. Hui Li escapes, and the boy, clueless, is accused of playing dumb. Zhu Kui blocks him, insisting a ninja must erase personal feelings. Seeing the boy really knows nothing, Zhu Kui reveals Jahei leader Onigod Maru was assassinated by Yihei ninjas. Onigod Maru was hailed as Jahei's greatest, unmatched in ninjutsu, and praised for his noble vision of uniting all villages, so Jahei will wipe Yihei out completely. That night, the boy finds the dorm better than home, but Hui Li reminds him their room is next door, and boys and girls live in the same building. Across the way is Jahei's dorm. Later, Hong Shui casually enters his room, saying Jahei's talk was nonsense, and he shouldn't waste time brooding over murder accusations. He is worried that people he knows could be killers. Yet Hong Shui says there is no time to waste and training matters more. Those few men really have no class, and now several of them even gang up to snatch a girl's steamed bun lunch. In a practical lesson, 2 classes train together to learn how to operate ninja suits and nin cores, but only the boy is totally lost, watching in envy as Hong Shui changes her gear in a flash while ignoring him. To get used to the suit's functions, they must reach the attic roof ahead, where the principal is waiting with buns. Each student must take one as proof, and if they are late, he will simply eat them all. While others sprint skyward or burrow below, the boy cannot move an inch, drawing cruel laughter from Jahei's students, who say he will be expelled on the spot if he cannot do even this. The teacher urges him to muster more spirit. Then Liangzi appears beside him, patting and tugging at the suit. He explains the standard gear needs manual size adjustment, or the wearer will be immobilized. In moments, Liangzi tunes it, and the boy feels light as a feather, confident he could tumble off a mountain unharmed. Ninjutsu all based on tech. That's absurd, he mutters. And Liangzi explains a nin core is the ninja's perception engine and the power source for mechanisms and suits. Break it, and the suit loses strength. Liangzi's village has forged suits and cores for generations, so seeing a ninja who knows nothing about tools fascinates him. The boy cuts him off, suggesting they finish the drill first. Meanwhile, Zhu Kui and Hong Shui reach the attic, where Zhu Kui treacherously attacks Hong Shu and taunts, "With your skill, can you really protect the boy?" On the way back, Zhu Kui tries to ambush the boy, but Hong Shui right behind neutralizes the blow. Liangzi says they can now fully unleash suit power, yet Hui Li is surrounded by Jahei ninjas who want to intercept halfway and steal buns. The boy spots fools in the woods and finds Hui Li knocked down. She explains but won't report it because the principal said ninjas just must not blow their cover. The boy disagrees and blocks the Jahei thieves, trying to retrieve Hui Li's bun. The principal has been watching, and the Jahei group claim self-defense as they gang beat the boy. Knowing he can't win head-on, he aims to smash one enemy's nin core, but is thrown aside and nearly killed until the principal steps in, warns the bullies, and tells the boy to hurry. Few buns remain. He returns Hui Li's bun, while the Jahei students later discover theirs gone and realize the boy took it. He leaves Hui Li with Liangzi and pushes on, earning murmurs that he must have a death wish. Only one bun is left when he arrives, and the principal teaches him the kanji for ninja: blade above, heart below. Without both, a ninja is incomplete. In this world, exam results often hinge on getting the test papers early, and the honest boy wants Liangzi's help revising because ninja jargon confuses him. Hong Shui calls him a big dummy, and Hui Li explains the gadget exam actually grades them on stealing the papers. The teacher hides them, and if caught, you automatically fail. Jahei plans dirty tricks, but leader Zhu Kui feigns disinterest. The boy can't even maintain his own gear, so Liangzi consoles him. Most ninja outsource maintenance to craftspeople from his village, the Miss Crane Collective, and he's proud of that. Liangzi dreams of being a master toolsmith, yet his father, the collective's chief, refuses to name him heir and wants him to live like a girl. Liangzi insisted on attending this academy, but on graduation he must cut ties with the ninja world. He believes his father has reasons, but hates having his will ignored. That night the boy, now aware of ninja hassles, doubts doubts he can lead Yihei and thinks Uncle Shizhen or Hong Shui better, but Yihei values bloodline so others must obey. The boy and 3 girls plan the test paper heist, noting multiple safes and picking a low-conflict target. Some small village students ask to join after seeing him oppose Jiahei. Hui Li's team stands guard while Liangzi assigns the boy to scout with what looks like a shuriken arrow but is really a drone. She wants him to feel the wonder of ninja tools. He controls the feed but goofs, alerting a teacher, so they leap from a window, smoke bombs covering the retreat. Hui Li's team scatters, chased by teachers, then by Jiahei ninjas. Hong Shui leaves to assist while Liangzi whips out her latest lockpick kit, 1 minute per safe. They crack it, grab the papers, and call for withdrawal. Jiahei learns the boy succeeded and retreats, leaving Hong Shui stunned. During the exam, they discover the questions differ completely. Jiahei had swapped the papers. Liangzi, a whiz, still aces it. The boy fumes at this unfair world. They are caught and sentenced to group cleaning. Hong Shui warns there is a traitor among them who told Jiahei which safe to hit. Jiahei's acting leader Torin is hailed as the strongest but wants a world without ninjas, believing true peace arrives when ninjas vanish. Such a visionary was murdered, and Jiahei blames Yihei. With term final combat looming, a massive free-for-all where deaths happen yearly, Jiahei will seek revenge. The boy wants to bow out, but failure means expulsion, and Juquei's killer intent toward him is obvious. Outside, Jiahei's powerful faction buys up other villages. The late Torin had preferred cooperation and was revered abroad. An Nin officer Xian doubts Yihei's guilt, but Jiahei and Yihei teeter on war, so truth is urgent. Jiahei's proxy chief plots total invasion, coercing Dan Liao, Juquei's frail father, to support it, and praising Juquei's excellence. After Torin's death, Juqi finally understood his dream of peace and now rages. For finals, Hong Shui plans to strike first and handle Juqi. If the boy meets him, he'll die. The boy objects, valuing her life, but she says a ninja must kill or be killed. Disgusted, he walks off and meets the principal, who invites him for tea. The boy asks if ninjas are just executioners. His father died as a ninja, Jiahei's head was killed, now he may be next. The principal replies that talk of a bloodless, peaceful world is pretty words, yet heroes keep striving for it. Ninjas do dirty deeds in the dark to guard the bright peace. Torin and his father asked the same and decided they did not want to be that kind of person. True ideals require sacrifice. Feeling unlucky and surrounded by schemers, the boy finally obeys orders and begs Hong Shui to train him. She tells him to grab her nin core. He mutters it's impossible, yet lunges and fails. His only survival plan is to avoid frontal fights, steal a single nin core, and hide until time ends. Hong Shui tears up the map and drags him back to training. Jiahei hatches new traps, but despite misgivings, obeys Juquei's scheme. When the exam begins, the boy tells Hong Shui to flee if needed and hides at the preset spot. Jiahei ninjas follow his dumped map but fall into their trap and lose combat power. The boy confronts the hidden traitor, who says Jiahei threatened to destroy his people. Jiahei tracks the traitor and both sides use disguises. Jukus hunts the boy, while another operative disguised as Juqi battles Hong Shui, detonating a bomb to drag her down. The real Juqi chases the boy, who only flees, knowing that is his slim chance. Juquei roars that Yihei ruined Torin's peace and demands the boy die as atonement. The boy shouts that killing is killing, no justification, and violence breeds more pain. Luring Juquei into pre-laid traps, drone darts harass him, and the boy seizes a moment to smash Juquei's nin core. He hates Juquei, yet refuses to let him become a murderer. Exam halt sirens sound and the exhausted boy collapses. Waking, he finds the girls around him, and only then does Hong Shui, battered, drop to the floor. She had stayed by his side despite her wounds. The boy worries about the missing traitor. Hui Li teases that with his nature he'll be stabbed sooner or later, maybe by her. To avoid Jiahei's wrath, she secretly begs Juqi to spare them. Please leave me alone. I still have chores for you. Understood. Just say the word. Suzeku. Outside, Xian tails Shizhen to Jiahei's secret factory and sees Torin's corpse used for research. Shizhen purposely lets Xian witness the horror. A young girl from the Wind Demon clan, raised to steal, deceive, kill, and plunder so the bloodline endures, acts as Jiahei's spy, and during summer break, Hui Li visits Yihei with Liangzi. Recently, Liangzi's collective suffered a factory blaze clearly set by Jiahei, forcing her father to accept Jiahei commissions to survive. His only worry is Liangzi, so Shizhen babysits more kids without complaint. Hong Shui warns the boy to stay alert. Today is his father's death anniversary, so he cannot host the guests. Hui Li pretends to explore the mansion, but actually gathers intel for Jiahei, mapping traps and sending data to Juquei, who asks his father to join the assault force. Dan Liao, fearing for peace, resists, but Juqi obeys his anger. Meanwhile, Xian briefs that Jiahei seems to craft new long-range weapons from Torin's remains, and that a full assault looms. His captain dismisses it, ordering continued surveillance. Before visiting the grave, the boy's mother takes him to the hospital to see Li Yu, a comrade who has lain in a coma 5 years since a mission. The boy recalls his father refused dirty work, and his mother says any ninja fleeing another village would be welcomed here. Come if you wish, leave if you must. She tried to reform ninja ways but failed. The previous chief died on a mission with Shizhen, who still feels guilt. As leader, she issues dangerous orders, and Li Yu fell on her command. A ninja must someday bear everlasting sin, so she hopes the boy prepares. Running errands, he he realizes the busy shopping street is entirely staffed by ninjas. An old lady assigns his first mission, catch 100 fish. Hui Li asks what kind of girls he likes, and all the girls don light riverside outfits. You can't tell in swimsuits, he laughs, while ninjas fish by bashing water. Hui Li shares her bait fish trick. Toss prey into another fish's turf so the locals chase it out and bite. She feels like that hated bait fish herself. Her parents are free ninja drifters ranked low, forever shoved aside. Her father forbade trusting anyone, and ancestors' misplaced faith almost wiped their clan. He even scolds if a toy is given rather than stolen. Only lies can protect the bloodline, and her life's purpose is to pass it on. The boy thanks her. On day one, she greeted and helped him, easing his nerves so she isn't bait, but a kind girl who reaches out to lonely souls. The 100 fish serve today's Yihei gathering to honor late Chief Chandai. The boy praises their deeds, but Shi Zhen says they merely boost his mother's morale. Hong Shui was an abandoned orphan his mother adopted. Everyone here either owes her or simply loves her. Shi Zhen, shameless, leaves only one grilled fish for the boy. He long ago noticed hidden Xian, but considers most people weak. He wonders if Yihei really killed Torrent. Shi Zhen calls the question childish. That night's disco-style memorial is absurd. Elders recall the near schism after Tiandai's death and how his mother, a mere civilian, reunited them. Then Shi Zhen, dubbed Asura, sought revenge. Internal factions blamed him, and the chief shielded him, dying for it. When battle loomed, the boy's mother calmly faced Shi Zhen and told him vengeance was not what he needed. He must remember what he wished to protect. Her husband died for village peace and happiness, so she is disappointed by their vendetta. The urgent task is endurance and inheriting the chief's will. For the first time, the boy feels Yihei is a good place. Though unready, he will help his mother guard it. She takes him inside for a private talk. Hui Li tries to eavesdrop but is blocked. Someone asks about his school life. Hong Shui is too prickly to question. Hearing he is happy comforts them, for he took on too much after learning he was heir. The boy's words, "You're my most important friends," touch Hui Li. Seeing their similar fates, she begins to waver and later gives Zhu Kui perfunctory intel. This sickly youth's body was modified so he could qualify as Jiahei heir, leaving only painful memories. After years, he became a failed product, and Jiahei produced a new successor. During agony, he wished for a world without ninjas. As Jiahei lackey Tang Shizi seizes on Nin Chief Chuan Yuan's post and frees acting Lord Gidao, Yi He's leader. Gong Xiang is framed as Torin's murderer and sentenced to death. Xian is appointed first squad captain, but senses foul play. Chuan Yuan's disappearance and Tang Shizi's rise, and the unequal treatment of Jiahei and Yi Hei. At this moment, they are forbidden from taking part in the search for the missing Captain Chuan Yuan, and any move on their own will break orders. Yet Xian reminds everyone that Chuan Yuan's final command was follow the justice in your heart, so he intends to act anyway. Tang Shizi now drags the bound Gong Xiang before Guidao, demanding she trade Yi Hei's hereditary secret Nin Core for freedom. Guidao knows that core is the essence behind every village's technology and, if fused with modern science, would explode ninja power, so he sees no reason to seal or destroy IT. Gong Xiang refuses. Putting that core in the hands of a child with a knife is disaster, and Guidao, puzzled that a mere non-ninja defies him, is told he will never understand. Yi Hei receives word that Gong Xiang is to be executed, and its ninjas, boiling with rage, vow to rescue her even if it means enemying the world. With the execution set for tomorrow, Shi Zhen suggests exiling him from Yi Hei so his solo rescue won't drag the village down. When no choice is right, choose the least wrong. The boy hesitates. Hong Sui, unable to bear it, seizes him and demands her own exile too. She was abandoned roadside as a child and raised by Gong Xiang, so Gong Xiang is her only family, and even a life on the run beats death. Grateful, the boy refuses to expel them. Instead, they will go as Yi Hei ninjas to save her, while others gather proof of her innocence. If An Nin won't help, Yi Hei will prove the truth openly. Guidao, bent on wiping out ninjas, is barely free before ordering an assault on Yi Hei. Zhu Ke brings intel that Shi Zhen has left to rescue Gong Xiang, making now the perfect time to strike, and Guidao gladly lets him join. Dan Liao pleads with his son not to sink into hate, but Zhu Ke is blinded. Jiahei's new Ao Chuang robot cores plus ninjas give it 10-to-1 power. Moderates warn the bots are untested in large war and could cripple Jiahei, yet Guidao shoots Dan Liao dead, snarling that Jiahei needs no cowards. Yi He's civilians are ordered indoors under the lie of a chemical leak. Phones lose signal. Jiahei's information warfare. At the border tollgate, a middle-aged ninja is surrounded by bots yet smiles. To die as a ninja is honor. He slams a red switch, blowing the station sky high and taking a fifth of the invaders with him. In Yi Hei's ancestral mansion, now HQ, ninjas vow revenge. Shi Zhen and Hong Sui break Gong Xiang out, but Tang Shizi's troops block the gate. Jiahei bots give each ninja 4-to-1 odds, and though individually weak, their sheer number spells doom unless Shi Zhen returns. Acting chief, the boy notes Jiahei's cautious advance despite numbers. Liang Zi guesses it fits their strategy. They capture one robot and find its core holds tiny energy, only an hour's runtime. So Jiahei must hide recharge hubs, destroy them, and the crisis ends. 5 sites look likely, but manpower is thin. The boy volunteers, refusing to hide, and Liang Zi joins. His missing father built these bots, and he won't watch his village's tools turned war machines. Hui Li apologizes, too scared for battle, promising to play later. Shi Shizhen knocks out Tong Shizi while Xian arrives to arrest him, letting Shizhen slip away. Gongxiang frets for the boy's safety. At a charging hub, the boy wants to blow it now. Liangzi sighs and produces blast charges. He can hack a bot for a 10-second pause, but must operate it himself. They dash in, pause the bots, yet the school rival blocks them. After grappling, the boy reaches the hub, but a bot recovers, seizes him, and another ninja snatches the bomb. Beneath the mask is Hui Li in disguise. The hub still takes damage. Jiahe brass rage, and Guidao storms off, ordering retreat. Yihei wins the first war. Xian tells Tang Shizi his lawyer has been cut loose. Even Jiahe blames him. Tang Shizi's eyes redden, forming seals. Just then Hong Shui, escorting Gongxiang home, clutches her head. A kunai flips to Gongxiang's throat as Hong Shui, mind-hacked, screams for the secret core. Yet Gongxiang removes her mask saying, "No matter what, you are my child." Hong Shui collapses, then stabs Gongxiang in a trance. The boy arrives to find Gongxiang bleeding and Hong Shui sobbing blank-eyed. Shaijin binds Hong Shui, explaining Jiahe long ago implanted brain chips in children, like the junior assassin, and Hong Shui is Guidao's daughter. Gongxiang always knew, but welcomed her anyway. Hui Li reaches home only to be surrounded by Jiahe. Her father shoves her through a secret tunnel, blowing himself up with the attackers. Liangzi visits her injured father in hospital, finding bot fragments hidden under his quilt. He was killed for mere complaints. After Gongxiang's funeral, Zhu Kui comes to mourn. He taunts the boy's grimace as cowardice. They brawl, and Zhu Kui admits his own father was slain for opposing war. The only culprit now is Guidao. At home, he finds a data card proving Guidao murdered Torin for a ninja-free world and aims to rule from the shadows. Jiahe bots attack villages nationwide. Yihei's chief falls to chip-controlled Hong Shui. 3 more villages are destroyed overnight. Yihei now needs a new leader. Many demand armed revenge. Others want traitors executed. The boy asks to wait until after his mother's burial. Liang Zi's recovering father will attend. Hui Li, torn by guilt, stays silent. Xian discovers a list of chip agents, Hong Shui included. The boy, now chief, shocks tradition by offering to give the secret core to Jiahe for peace. Veterans protest, but Shizhen backs him, warning dissenters of exile. Yihe asks An-Nin to witness a treaty banning military use of the core. An-Nin values peace over justice, but Jiahe stalls, planning a second strike before agreeing. Alone, Hui Li confesses to Liangzi in the ruins of his workshop that she leaked intel causing these deaths. Even so, Liangzi calls her friend. Zhu Kui phones with Torin murder evidence as proof of loyalty. Guidao sends agents to fetch it and orders the new invasion. Yihe rank and file refuse the core handover and even ask the boy to abdicate. He refuses. This village is his mother's last legacy, exiling rebels. Jiahe ninjas burst into Zhu Kui's home, but he hides in the ceiling. Hui Li returns to Yihe and apologizes. Shizhen knew she used bird messengers and balances her sins with her heroics at the power hub. Coop, Guangzong leads a faction to seize the boy for the core. They alert Guidao. Traitorous Li Yu sneaks to the boy's room, but Guangzong was waiting. Yet Liangzi's letter reveals the boy staged this to flush the mole, trusting Li Yu least likely to betray. Li Yu, desperate to save her comatose husband, sought Guidao's cure. She weeps as the boy's note confesses everything and lays blame on Guidao's anti-ninja plot. Zhu Ke hands Shizhen the proof and heads alone to finish Guidao. Shizhen warns Yihe is likely surrounded. Escape at all costs, keep the legacy alive, while he, using the secret core, will infiltrate Jiahe. Meta aside. Plot twist. You thought the boy becomes a ninja. Turns out we viewers do. The boy insists on storming Jiahe HQ alone. Shizhen and Hong Shui refuse to stay behind. Shizhen brings a gadget that can fry Hong Shui's chip, asking her to protect the boy. Jiahe meets overnight to launch the second invasion, but the trio arrive first. An alarm slams the gates, orders recall all bots, yet jamming block signals. Liang Zi's jammer grenade stall bots 2 minutes. Hui Li, seeking redemption, fights alongside them. They press on. Bots fall to the secret core's unleashed power, but drain the boy's stamina. Shaijin holds enemies off so Hong Shui can push forward. Suddenly, Zhu Kui's great fireball clears their path. He now fights for himself, branded traitor. At last, they confront Guidao. The boy offers the core if Guidao admits his crimes, vows no military use, and forsakes ninja life. Guidao scoffs that the boy lacks the guts to kill. Asked why he murdered the boy's mother, he snarls she was in the way, nothing more. The boy, shocked at such pettiness, yet still leaning to forgive, is steadied by Hong Shui and streams the confession to An-Nin, who ordered Jiahe's arrest. Guidao, furious at the trick, becomes a cyber ninja and fires. Hong Shui shields the boy and collapses. Guidao sneers that Yihe will be wiped out anyway. The boy retorts that survival means handing life to the next generation. Hong Shui hugs Guidao from behind. The boy slashes his armor, and, proving teamwork beats solo genius, Guidao falls. Zhu Kui, wounded, still craves the final blow, but Guidao jeers that the boy is a pampered genius, while he, Guidao, gladly sacrifices even his own children. The boy refuses that worldview, declaring the world unfair yet worth enduring. He turns his back. Guidao fires again, but Shizhen arrives, finishes Guidao, and shoulders all blame, saying the boy no longer needs a babysitter. Xiyin, pained, must order Shizhen's capture. Someone jokes this ending needs a marriage scene. Years later, Yihe thrives. Xiyin still hunts Shizhen, while Guangzong believes Shizhen secretly guards them. Liangzi leads heads a reborn Miss Crane collective. Hui Li becomes a star actress. Acting was always her gift. Zhu Kui naturally ascends as Jiahe chief. Hong Shui, haircut short, bids Gongsheng a final farewell, and of the three girls, the boy ends up with none, instead toiling on as an overworked corporate drone. Such is the life of our once reluctant ninja hero.